Now, I know I said we were gonna go battle Nemona, Ammonia, but we're gonna take a pit stop because now that we have literally everything done except battling her, we're gonna actually do these classes. Gonna do all these goddamn classes real quick, just because I can. Interested in classes? Good evening, Miss Chimera. Which class would you like to take? We're gonna take Biology 3. I think we'll just do every class one by one until we're done with all of them. So let's see. What does Jacques have in store for us today? Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokédex? It registers Pokémon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And, just so you know, I am the one who developed the Pokédex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy, though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in and day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Wait a second. How did I get into this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokédex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chance of successful catch. What can you guess what it is? Inflict with a status condition. Wow, that's right, Chimera. Great job. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokédex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching powers work too, or sneaking up on Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gyms to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Please do come show me your Pokédexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, our next class will be a test. Uh-oh. A test. Biology midterm. Oh god. Alright, I guess we studied enough. There's probably no other different day than when I was in high school. Yeah. Hello everyone. Today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill any of those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Which button would you use to let a Pokemon out of its Pokeball so it can walk with you? Oh shit. A. Oh. A. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found. During picnics? Wait. I think I fucked up. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? Walking around. What will not make a Pokemon easier to catch? Giving them a certain kind of berry. what will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels? Gym badges. It's easy to use. Alright everyone, time's up. I hope you all enjoyed tackling those questions. That last question was just something that I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell Director about it, okay? I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how what you did. Dude, I'm pretty sure it said pick one with one letter and one number. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm, and 4 questions correct to pass the final exam. Oh, shit. Shit! Wait, there's more classes? How many classes are there? Because I really don't want to take fucking biology again. Midterm? I mean, I guess there's midterm and then there's... What's after midterm? I don't remember. I learned some new things. You did great in the midterm exam. Thank you for answering my little question. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're now heading into the last half of our classes together. Oh, so there's what, 8 classes or something? Or whatever. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow, just like our Pokemon. Evolution. Today we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As your Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they leveled up enough, their appearance changes and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you need to remember a certain button when your Pokemon begin to evolve. Say it with me if you're ready to know the chance. Press the B button. That's right, everyone. B for best answer. The button you want to press to stop the Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press the button as soon as you can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as an Everstone to keep it from evolving. And keep in mind that the requirement for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some evolve by having a certain item, such as a Firestone or Thunderstone used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves into a Nightape is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that... Oops, sorry, we're out of time. Well, that's not fair. Of course, we already know how to evolve Primeape into a Nightape. Because it's really that simple. Biology 5. God, this is gonna... I feel like this segment's gonna be very... I don't even know how to put it. Long? Boring? Hello everyone, I hope today's learned some new things. Do you remember the final question from our midterm? Found out and somehow I got yelled at. Apparently, he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you all about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterns on their body based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone here know what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? Dude, they've been changing it for so fucking long, I don't even know anymore. Is it 4,000? Shiny Pokemon appear at a rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg, too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around different languages are a special case. There is a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs, but we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. So what? You have the shiny charm, you get the shiny charm, and then you have like the shiny hunting sandwich power. What does that increase your chances by? Is it like 1 in 200? I mean, they've definitely just been making it easier and easier and easier to get shiny Pokemon. It's almost not even fun anymore, I feel like. I feel like back in the day it was actually meaningful. I think back when the chances were like 1 in 6,000 or 8,000 or some stupid shit. Plus back then, you didn't get like a specific way to shiny hunt. You had to run in the grass, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you found something. There wasn't no chain fishing in X and Y, or the radar in Gen 4, or the Max Den raids in Gen 7 or 8. There wasn't any of that shit. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we will have our final exam. That means today is our actual last class. And a topic will be Pokemon forms. You can just think of the forms as shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called form change, where a Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclozar, for example, which we regularly ride, has 3 forms. What? Its basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. Its battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. And finally, its ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and its tail so we can ride on its back. Though we can use something you're all carrying with you now as an even better example. I'm talking about phones. Some smartphones are inhabited by a certain Pokemon. Its Rhythm. The Pokemon inside your phone is Rotom, and it does all sorts of things to help you out. Inside a Rotom phone is Rotom's phone special, so it doesn't even try to any electronics. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change forms by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exemption, though. Many Pokemon have changed form to do so by simply holding an item or having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms, which it can change between when given certain nectars. Pokemon may even change type to learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolution in that the Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into this form change phenomenon, you see. Yeah, we get it, or something like that anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They can innate... Whoops, that's the bell. Alright, final exam, we're gonna pass. Final exam, we don't lose those. Every question's gonna get answered correctly. Biology final. Biology's my best subject anyway. I'm not gonna fail. Technically, I passed the midterm. Hello everyone. Today is the final exam. It will cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. How many of the following 4 methods... What? How many of the following methods make it easier to catch Pokemon? Inflicting... Oh, I see. 2. Because using a Poketoy makes you run away from it. True or false? You can get new Pokemon only by catching them. False. If a Pokemon is holding an Everstone while using an item that induces evolution... Oh god, I don't actually know that. I don't think I've ever tested that before. I'm gonna guess no. Shiny Pokemon 1 in 4,000. That has 4 forms. This question won't affect your grade. Do you have anything you'd like to say about my class? Thank you for being our teacher. I'll grade these right away. Okay, the only one I think I got wrong was the Firestone on an Everstone thing. I don't know about that. If I get it wrong... Oh, okay, so it doesn't work. A passing score... Alright, does that mean we're done? We're done with biology. Biology's out of the way. Now time to visit my worst class subject ever. Oh my god, and it's Miss Time. Miss Time's the math teacher? Oh, that's beautiful. Class will begin shortly. Don't be tardy. Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't want to miss her class for the world. I'm just saying, we finished all those classes in like 16 minutes. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name's Time, and I will be your math teacher. Sorry to put you on the spot at the start of the class, but let me ask you a question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetics, and the like? No. Yeah, sort of, Math fucking sucks. Oh my, haha, thank you for honest responses. Some of you may like numbers, and some may not. I think that makes a wonderful mix, but no matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourselves enjoying our lessons together. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, are you all caught up on your studies for type matchups? For example, we already know this shit. Chimera, you seem to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that a water type is strong against fire, if the move Water Gun hits a fire Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? Well, it's doubled. If the move Water Gun hits a fire type, it's doubled because the move is Stab. But I thought Stab was increased by 0.5. Using moves of the type that your opponent is weak to is a super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves that your opponent is resistant to isn't very effective. It divides the damage of your moves by 2. I don't mean to encroach on Miss Dendra's battle studies territory, of course, but I thought it'd be best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math fun for those of you who don't like the subject, don't you think? Is that Nemona in the front seat? Hey Nemona, I know we're supposed to be battling, but classes are more important. Alright, Math 2. I wonder, should I just be doing one class just all the way through? See, the one thing I never cared for, or like that I never understood in school, is when you go to school, there is a teacher. There's only one teacher that teaches every subject, right? So why is one student expected to learn every subject? That's it. Why is one student expected to learn every subject when only one teacher teaches this, like, one subject at a time? Why isn't there one teacher that teaches every subject? In class, I like to use shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies, mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone here has visited a Pokemon at least once, and they cost 200 each. Now then, I'd like you all to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball is 200. If you had $2,000 and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many would you receive? So technically it's 11, because when you buy 10 Pokeballs, doesn't matter 10 of what kind of Pokeball, when you buy 10 Pokeballs, you are given a Premier Ball for free. We're the smartest. With $2,000, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 of more of any one type of Pokeball, you receive a special ball, a Premier Ball, as a bonus. So the correct answer is, in fact, 11. Oh my, is that the bell? I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. Math. Alright, apologies, my bitches and bros and non-binary hoes. I need a drink. I got apple cider, because apple cider is bussin'. Math. Alright. On to the next math class. We haven't taken our midterm yet, so I'm kind of worried. Let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune-telling, horoscopes, and the like? I don't know. Horoscopes around, like, revolve around zodiacs, right? I'm a Capricorn. I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. So today, I'd like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. A critical hit. When a Pokemon attack lands a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. So in other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is truly that luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit or has one landed on it. This can cause a great upset in battle. Does anyone know what percent chance a Pokemon has? Oh god, I don't know. I don't fucking know what this is. 4? Oh. I fucking knew that. The chance of landing a critical hit is said to be 1 in 24, which figures to roughly 4.17%. The odds are more favorable for certain moves though. Why moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. You can also use the move called Focus Energy or an item known as a dire hit. Both raise critical hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. If you're able to do the calculations, that'll swing luck in your favor. It may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle. Well, and if a Pokemon has the Super Luck ability, it increases the chance of critical hits. If you're holding a scope lens, that increases critical chance. So you can do like Focus Energy, Scope Lens, while having this Super Luck ability. Then I'm pretty sure that's a critical hit all the time. Alright, math midterm. We didn't get a single question wrong, so we're gonna be good. Because we're goddamn... What happens if we get all the questions right? Like what happens if we finish all the math all the classes in this academy? I'm sure the fun experiences you've had in my class will serve you well as your answer. How much damage does a water gun do when it hits a fire type? Double. How much damage does Razor Leaf do? It does half the damage. If you spend $2,000 on as many as If you spend $2,000 on as many as $2 Pokeballs as possible, you get 11. What percent it's for? How much damage? 1.5 times. Fucking easy. Alright. Fucking got those right because we're the goddamn best. And to pass your exam, 5 out of 5. Yay! Wait, I just realized the Psyduck she has a Psyduck as her buddy and a Gengar. When does the Gengar and the Psyduck come out? Is Psyduck during the day and Gengar at night? Hello everyone, well done on the midterm exam. Some of you earned perfect scores, and others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell you all tried your best. I am quite pleased to say that every one of you passed. I can only assume this means you all have to come to love numbers. Stay sharp and try your best for my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how the word applies to Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. A Pokemon's stats can rise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if Pokemon uses the move Workup, its attack and special attack will be raised by 1 stage each. As you all know, each time Pokemon's attack or special attack stages 1 stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. If that same Pokemon were to use a previous example, use Workup again, well, it rises by 2 stages. This results in a 100% increase to damage dealt, making the move twice as strong. Swords Dance, on the other hand, boosts attack stages by 2, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage just after a single use. Okay, raised by 400. Quadruple. I think it actually is quadruple, right? Because if your damage is boosted by 1, it's 0.5. Then 2, 3, 4. Aha, yes. Fuck you. Just because the boosted Pokemon stats by 4 stages doesn't mean it's quadrupled. 50%. Fuck you. The base move of the base damage of the move is 100%, so adding 200% will give us 300. Fuck you. In other words, the next move of the Pokemon will deal triple damage. Tight matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into calculations as well, so even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rose, that meant it has gone up by 1 stage. If it rose sharply, that's 2 stages. Drastically is 3. X attack and X special attack items can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. Well. Taking goddamn another math class. Because there's 8, right? Is there 8 math classes total? Like 8 classes total? And then midterm and exam or final? I know it was a little difficult with that talk about multiplication and percentages, but today I'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. But did all of you know that you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100 or 100%. So if you were to use tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60 or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times at 100 uses. To put it that way, out of 100 uses, you could expect to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy, so when you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that make sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this decision. Surf has a power of 90, its accuracy 100, meaning you can expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which moves would you want to use for yourself? Well, I mean, probably realistically Surf. Because knowing my luck, I miss all the time. Even though we have Hurricane on Buzzcut, that doesn't really matter now. And we have Guillotine. I forgot we got Guillotine on King Gambit. Our Mr. Shredder, the King Gambit. Factors like PP, PP, or numbers of targets hit may take some moves, some more certain suited for certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power, or vice versa, is purely a matter of preference. This Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, I'm more interested in debating the Rock-type moves Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Oof. Between Rock Slide and Stone Edge, I'd probably go... I don't know, I'd probably go Stone Edge just because the crit chance is nice, but so is the flinch. Alright. Class numbers... Technically this is 7. Last time we learned about probability using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in a class with 40 students, there's a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all about how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All of these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there is an even simpler way to increase your damage by Pokemon moves? Items. Oh, all you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares a type with. If a Rock-type Pokemon uses a Rock-type move like Stone Edge, its base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 and becomes 150. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a Ground type uses Stone Edge, its move power will remain at 100. God damn it. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon with that if a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to that type, well, it'll be 300. Because if a Pokemon uses Stone Edge, it's a Rock type, becomes 150. But if you're using a Pokemon that's weak to Rock type moves, it's doubled. Oh yeah. First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move with power of 100 by 1.5, making it 150. The fact that the Pokemon is weak to the move's type then doubles that power from 150 to 300. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terastallizes and its Terra type matches with one of the original types, then the bonus it gets for using the move of the same type increases from 1.5 to 2. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. Okay, next class will be the final exam. So will we learn probability? Damage calcs. Oh god. Ugh. How about fuck you? Alright. Alright everyone, time for our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as your answer. How many Great Balls could you purchase with 3,000 if each one costs 600? 600, 1,200, 1,800, 2,400, 1,000. So 5. If a Water-type move with a with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a Grass-type Pokemon, oh shit. So if a Water-type move so that damage would be reduced by half because it's on a grass type. But if it hits a critical hit, that's boosted by 1.5, so 75. Under normal conditions, what percent chance does Stone Edge has a 12% chance because of higher crit. Boost by 4 stages, that's triple the damage. You can't trick me. If a rock-type Pokemon whose Terra type is rock terrestrializes, I'm pretty sure that's boosted by 2. Okay, that's it. This test was the culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. Thanks. Let's see, what's the result? You must get 3 questions to correct. Let's go. Keep doing your best. Alright, the next one is history. So we have 5 classes left. That's not too shabby. Let's do history with Miss Ryfort. I don't know who Ryfort is. Okay. Excuse me. Oh look, they have the Pokeballs from Hisuian region. Look at that. Legends Arceus confirmed in this game. Oh ho! I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Ryfort. I'll be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forged the path to the present in which we live. Today, you shall learn about the most mysterious location in all of Paldea, the Great Crater. As you are all aware, the massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area 0, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact. Young Chimera, answer me this. Oh god. What exactly was believed to rest at the depths of the Great Crater, inside Area 0? Treasure. That's correct. You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I like how they said Snorlax as one of the answers, but Snorlax isn't even in this fucking game. I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in the world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, and before we forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area 0 are both off-limits to all but those who have official business there. Do not dare entertain a foolish notion of gallivanting? That's a new word. Off to Area 0 in search of shit. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were all at all possible to investigate the area, I surely would be the first to do so. Is that the time already? I must have gotten swept with filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. I want to go back to that class again. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite the dictator, This emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magics, and beings beyond our human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. God damn it, leave me alone. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Emperor began to rule this region? I thought she said 2,000 years ago. I see you're listening intently to my lecture. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the punishing journey itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mysteriously surrounding the creator. The crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at the time. I suppose I can only hope for the swift invention of a time machine. Alright. Take another history class. I think we'll do this until we do our midterm, and then we'll call it an episode. And then try and finish the rest of the classes in the next episode. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels of that history has presented to us. As you all should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. This era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration, for so long the Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, the school building, though certainly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This structure is the very piece of history. Things of old are truly splendid. What's going on with her hair? It's like bouncing up and down. I would certainly prefer it not have the Pokeball portion, though. A relatively new addition. God damn it. Tell me, approximately how many years ago was this academy of ours established? 800. I hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago, to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and uniquely innovative curriculums, as such people used to say. Those seeking knowledge need look no further than the grapes of Paldea. That's right, they were referring to Uva Academy. It is said that this proverb of sorts was even used outside the Paldea region. I set the time already. God damn it. History was okay for me. You know, history wasn't my favorite class. Definitely wasn't my best class either, but it was okay. Just hate it when they gave us so many fucking so much fucking homework for it. Making us look through all the textbooks like, goddamn, dude, I get it. There's a lot of shit going on back in the day. But fuck. Why am I gonna need to remember this? Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds, recesses, and answer the questions. What is the name of the geological formation in the center of the Paldea? The Great Crater of Paldea. What was long believed to rest at the depths? Treasure. How many years ago did the Paldean Empire begin to rule this region? 2,000. How many years ago was the Academy built? 805. Those seeking knowledge need look no further than the grapes of Paldea. Time is up. Put your writing utensils down. That last question was a freebie. Even the least capable of you surely padded your score there. I sincerely hope you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Let's see, what did we get? It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at those results. Blah, 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 blah. 5 out of 5. Perfect score. God damn it, I don't want small candies. Oh well. So yeah, in the next episode we'll just keep doing the school classes, see how long it takes, because really there's not that much left. It's just a matter of how long they go for.